In the 1960s, government transparency was a hot topic across the country. By 1967, a new law, known as the Freedom of Information Act, or FOIA, was created, giving the public the right to request records from federal agencies. This act prompted many states to create or revise their laws related to allowing the public access to local government documents. Today, every state has its version of public records law. Georgia created the Georgia Open Records Act to guarantee the public access to public records of government bodies. Public records are those documents generated by individuals or groups in public office in the course of conducting public service. All public records must be open for personal inspection and copy by the general public, except those records that are required to be kept confidential by order of a Georgia court, or those records that are exempted from being open to inspection by law. At the time of inspection, any person may make photographic copies or other electronic reproductions of the records using suitable portable devices brought to the place of inspection. Or the agency may, in its discretion, provide copies of a record in lieu of providing access to the record when portions of the record contain confidential information that must be redacted. Who is subject to open records law? State agencies, local governments, committees created by a board of commissioners, entities and organizations that receive at least a third of their operating expense from state, county, or city sources. The Department of Administrative Services, or DOAS, follows the official code of Georgia annotated OCGA 50-18-70 to process open records requests. The public can request open records from the Department of Administrative Services divisions, Fleet, Human Resources Administration, or HRA, Surplus, State Purchasing Division, or SPD, and Risk Management. Because there is a cost associated with gathering information requested in open records, be sure to provide as much information as appropriate. For example, if the request is for a sourcing event or a solicitation, be sure to include the solicitation name or number, or the contract name or number, the vendor that was awarded, and the date it was awarded. This makes it easier to gather specifically what you want and helps in reducing the cost in gathering all the information you need. It's also important to understand when requesting open records, the State Purchasing Division, a division of the DOAS, establishes statewide contracts for the benefit of both state and local government entities throughout Georgia, which are competitive statewide contracts for a variety of products, services, and equipment. Because SPD performs the activities necessary for sourcing these contracts, it is also responsible for keeping the required records. To find contracts for a specific agency or statewide contracts, you can search the Georgia Procurement Registry, or GPR. State entities, including the State Purchasing Division, are required to publicly advertise their solicitations using the GPR. The registry has search capabilities to allow interested suppliers or members of the public to easily navigate sourcing events being conducted or awarded by state entities. You can view the video, How to Search for Competitive Solicitations, to learn how to navigate the GPR to find the information you need. So, how do you request records from the Department of Administrative Services? Simple, just follow these steps. Step 1. Go to the DOAS website. Move your cursor over Learn About DOAS. Scroll down and click on Records Management. Scroll down and click Here to request a record. The portal allows you to register in order to create an account. Once you register, you can enter a request and check the status of your request. Step 4. Follow the steps on the Georgia Department of Administrative Services Records Management portal to guide you through the request. The Department of Administrative Services applies an hourly charge of $24.52 for administrative and clerical tasks related to the search, retrieval, review, and preparation of the agency's records, but the first 15 minutes of the request are free. Before you receive a copy of your Open Records request, DOAS provides you with a written estimate of the cost for processing your Open Records request and an estimate of the time it would take to process. We don't require prepayment to process most requests under $500. We provide the estimate, and the requester has to respond that they agree to pay the charges incurred. If the estimate is over $500, or if the requester has not paid for a previous report, DOAS may request prepayment. We then invoice once the request has been fulfilled. The system sends you email notifications on the status of your request. If you don't receive notifications, check your spam folders to see if the notifications are there. If you have any questions, contact technical support at records.support@doas.ga.gov or call 404-902-5630. For inquiries about requests, email records.management@doas.ga.gov or call 404-463-8532. This covers the instructions on how to request open records.